This artist is more than just an artist. He's a trapreneur. He's turning up musically. He's turning up with his entrepreneurial endeavors, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future. Y'all give it up for Lyle Haynes. What's the deal?
Man, nothing much, man. Same old, getting to it.
Already. For those that don't know, tell the people who Lyle Haynes is.
Lyle Haynes, man, is an all-around hustler. You know, I've been in Omaha my whole life. Just relocated to Dallas, recently came back, spreading love. But Lyle Haynes, man, is an artist, entrepreneur. You know, if it's about some money, I'm about it.
On it. What made you want to do music?
Music, I started off in music back in the day, back in high school, A-Man Click days, you know, real back to artists by Apollo Fresh, A.B., Mike. They got me off into the music thing. Grew up, I really wanted to be a manager at first. And we started putting together studios. I put the first studio in my hood actually back in the day or whatever. And it started from there really. And ever since then I just wanted to build something with the music. So we started trying to create studios. And then when my brother KB came back from Job Corps, we really started elevating the game because he found out what sound we needed to run with. So we started building our own studios and getting involved in other big studios.
How old were you when you wrote your first rap?
I wrote my first rap probably when I was, I want to say 8 years old. When I was, how I started was I used to remake songs. So like Busta Rhymes song, whatever. I used to just remix songs with my cousin Pun back at my grandma's house. And he was a way better freestyler than me. You know, I wasn't really too good at the freestyle game, but when I started picking up the pen, I started finding myself in that. But probably like 8 years old. 8 years old when I wrote my first rhyme. Yeah.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Music influence from a young age, Lil Wayne. Young Jeezy is my favorite artist. That's my favorite artist of all time, Young Jeezy. New age now, you know, Nip Hussle, of course, not just because of the rapping, but the entrepreneur spirit. Jay-Z, Kevin Gates, Master P, people like that.
Which one do you like more, making the song or performing the song, and why?
I like. That's tough. Cause when I make the song, I make it like I'm performing it. So that's tough. I actually like performing it. We'll say that because it's been times where we had big performances, and I like when the fans engage with me and they know the words to my music.
Right on. I'm gonna name two artists, and you tell me who you think is better out the two. Jadakiss or Nipsey?
Ooh. Artistry wise, I'm gonna go with Jadakiss. I'm gonna go with Jadakiss as far as lyricism go. You know, cause I mess with Nip not only because of the music. You know what I'm saying? I mess with Nip on the business aspect of things too. So I would have to run with Jadakiss. No offense to nobody, but yeah, for sure.
Okay, Remy Ma or Nicki Minaj?
Ooh. I'm gonna run with Nicki. Her impact on the culture was major.
Okay, Sada Baby or Rod Wave?
Sada Baby all day. Sada Baby, he bring that energy, man. I want to get a feature with that nigga too. Sada Baby really, he bring that energy. Yeah, I don't like Rod Wave is dope. I just don't be in the headspace for that.
Kevin Gates or Zero?
Kevin Gates. Ooh, hold up, wait, damn, hold up, cause damn, that's tough. Cause I grew up on Zero, but as of right, Kevin Gates, Kevin Gates dropped my money, but Zero, you know, that was coming up as a kid, but like as of now, Kevin Gates for sure.
Who's on your current playlist?
Current playlist KB42 Heavy. It's an artist by the name of J.R. Patton that I'm listening to now. I've been around him. Anything Kevin Gates dropped, Young Jeezy still to this day. I like NBA Youngboy too. I like that dude. Like a lot of people hate on him, but I like, for his age, I like where he at. I see him doing great things.
Right on. If you could put 3 rappers in a pot, mix them up, and get your style, who would those rappers be?
50 Cent, J. Cole, and I would say Jeezy.
Do you rap about what you see, what you do, or what you know?
Both. All of them. No, not both. All of them. all of them. More reality. You know, what I know, what I see, what I've been through, what other people been through, all of that.
What do you want to get out the game?
Wealth, generational wealth, for me and my family, my kids.
Do you think there's an age limit on when rappers should quit?
No, keep going, and don't let nobody put their fear on you, put no limitations on you. Keep going. I don't care if you 15, if you 35, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because that as soon as you quit, the day you give up is the day it's over. You know, it ain't over till you quit. So nah, ain't no age limit on nothing.
Do you charge for verses? Why or why not?
Yeah, I do, because my time is valuable to me. Because if I don't charge you, it take away from time that I could be doing working with other artists or working on myself. So yeah, I do charge.
What do you think it's going to take for the city to get on musically?
That's the beauty. That's the beauty in it. Musically, right now, I think we got a good movement going. I've been doing music in Omaha for so long that I kind of know some of the keys to do it. But really, if more DJs playing just Omaha music, because everybody wants to be the new Detroit, want to be the new Atlanta, want to be the new Texas. Okay, we need our DJs to get on deck and just play us. Because if you just playing us, that's gonna do it. We need y'all to break them records. We need the DJs to break the records. Really.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Any advice for up and coming artists?
Don't quit. Stick to your plan. It's gonna get hard. Find your team early. Figure out your purpose. Figure out what your team purpose is and execute. And don't quit. Everybody should have a role, and not everybody could be the rapper. You know, find some different skills and educate yourself. Educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to do it, you know, read up on the game, study the game.
Right on. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's talk about the clothing line Trapreneur. What's the story behind it?
I wanted to growing up, and I mentioned KB4 too a lot because that's, you know, he been along the road with me. But growing up, I always knew we needed to look like something and have some type of brand behind the music we was doing. We just couldn't look like everybody else. So I had several brands coming up that I partnered with people to do. And you done seen it, you know, in the history. And like I was telling you before this interview started, I was gonna quit because Loud was my main brand or whatever, and that didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out, and I was gonna quit. And KB ain't let me quit. He was like, "Nah, bro, you need to figure it out your own." And I ain't really no artist or no person that could draw up designs or nothing like that. So I was like, if I do it one more time, I need a brand that describes me, not only myself, but the people around me. And I was like, what one thing that we all had in common was, you know, we get out the mud, you know, we done trap, but we always had a business mindset. So me and my woman, we came up with the term Trapreneur, and we sat all day trying to figure out how to spell it out and things like that. I drew up, which was these 5 letters. I didn't have this at the time. I drew up the 5 letters, and I kept that idea secret. I only shared it with a couple people, and I took it to Dallas, Texas, and I planted the seed there, and it grew from there. You know, I got my business partner B, who stepped in with me, and we just took it to the next level, and we own it 100%. So that's what it's about. But as the brand Trapreneur, it's like I had to do some Trapreneur stuff to even get the brand going. So it just tells a story about myself and the people around me, and it's for people who pretty much turn nothing into something. It's like pretty much, if I say it like this, I say, and this is the best example I could use. If you take Big Meats and you put him in Warren Buffett's seat, he could run this company. Or if you take Warren Buffett and put him in the environment of Big Meats, he probably would have came out, you know, top drug dealer. So it's just like that. It's just like that. It's like no matter where you're at, you're meant to be something. You know, you're gonna come out of your situation at the top, no matter what your environment is. So that's an example of, you know, what Trapreneur means to me.
So it's officially launched?
Yes, officially launched. Website launched, everything launched. You know,
What's the website?
trpnrclothing.com. And everything that we release is one and done. So it's like once you see it, you're not gonna see it again. So grab it.
So who'd you make this for?
Who'd I make the brand for?
Yeah.
Myself. I made it for people like myself. You know, people that's, like I said, coming out the mud with it. You know, and you wanna do something positive. You know, because coming up where we come from, especially from Omaha, whether you from the south side, the north side, or whatever, we all trying to make something of ourselves. And and the only thing that's out there for us is a box, either death or jail. So you know, but we don't have the best. We don't have the best environment that we come up with. So that's what the point of being an entrepreneur is, like use what you have to make something better. You know what I'm saying? So I made it for people like that, people like me, people from Omaha, people not only from Omaha, people in impoverished communities, really. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it out.
Where do you see the brand and your music career in 5 years?
5 years, at the top, really, no, without a doubt in my mind, at the top, because I put in the work. And I never quit and gave up on myself. And I had to go through a lot of self-hate. I went through depression, all of that, just trying to make. I went through every single emotion to be to this point, to even be in the seat, to be able to talk. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do this interview. Like, I went through every emotion, quitting, you know, death. My brother died in the middle of me about to launch my brand. You know, so it's like I went through everything, but I just can't quit. You know what I'm saying? And I said, so 5 years from now, if I keep the same momentum that I got, we're gonna be at the top. We're gonna be at the top, and you know what I'm saying. And 5 years after that, we're gonna be, you know, legendary. I'm gonna put my stamp on this game.
All right. Tell the people some things you need them to hear.
Man, stop hating. Hating ain't gonna work, man. Hating ain't gonna work. You can't stop what's destined. Stop hating. But in these times right now with this virus stuff going around, man, just try to stay creative. You know, right now, tap into your books, build with your family, and just keep executing. But don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't gonna last forever. Just don't quit. That's my main thing with anybody, whatever you doing, whether it's basketball, you work a 9 to 5. Just have your plan, build your team with your plan, and execute. Don't quit.
What are your social media handles?
Loud Haynes. Everything is Loud Haynes. LOUDHAYNES. Loud Haynes. On Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Mainly Instagram. That's where you can catch me at. But yeah, Loud Haynes.
Any shout outs?
Shout out my partner B for helping me get this brand where we needed to get it to. My brother KB402 for still believing in me all these years, and you know, helping me get my mind together to do what I need to do. Shout out my baby Jazzy. You know, she got her brand going, Crowned by Queen. She's still rolling. She done helped me, you know, through this journey. And just shout out my city, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because without growing up here, I wouldn't even be back here to even talk about what I'm doing. So yeah, shout out my city.
Man, we appreciate you for blessing us with your presence. It's been real.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
What can I say to you? I'm not the same as you. I move out against you. I do what I gotta do. What can I say to you? I'm not the same as you. I move out against you. I do what I gotta do. What can I say to you? I'm not the same as you. I move out against you. I do what I gotta do. What can I say to you? I'm not the same as you. I move out against you. I do what I gotta do.